So now I need to ask you, if you drop this guy to this HP and you lose these 2 minions, is it worth? Or would you prefer her to be this HP? You take the 28 gold, but she's this HP.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the better option is always whatever leaves my enemy with less HP.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because the HP chunk is quite nice with MF against in this matchup. If they are a little bit more far, or if let's say you have no mana, let's say your Q is on like 7 seconds cooldown and this is a cannon that you're about to miss, you should not fight and just ignore the Jarvan, please.
What's going on, guys? Besides here in today's video, we're going to learn about matchup understanding, wave management, recall timing, positioning principles, jungle tracking, and more in this video. If you're low elo and if you are AD carry main and you really want to learn, be sure to watch this coaching session until the end, because this is an amazing video for you to watch if you want to learn this role. If you're not subscribed or you didn't like this video yet, you should do it, because you want to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this AD carry channel. Enjoy.
He could be not strong, but like 25 stacks he can trade back. He's not gonna out trade you by any means, but the way he can really trade is really through his fleet footwork, just short trades. Thing is, the MF is the queen of short trades. She can't really lose those, so it's gonna be difficult for you to lose trades. How do you trade on MF? You trade with PTA, either do Q auto, boom, proc PTA, boom, you happy, or Q auto and then you just back off, or auto Q, any kind of combination of that, you know. So there's that. Any kind of useless overall. She has that little E that when you attack her, I don't know if you know, while the shield holds, enemy who hit
back to you.
Yeah, like a reflection kind of deal. Okay, good. And she has a stun, she has some damage. Thing is, she's not really gonna poke you much in the early game. She could do it with her auto attack because she has IRE, but if she does it, then the Jarvan is gonna take care of this little girl, you know. So
I wasn't worried about her until level 6, because I knew we would keep pretty good bush control just because of Jarvan and we were strong enough to fight over bushes, and I knew if she couldn't hide in a bush, I could just watch her walk up to me, and I knew I moved faster than she did.
Yeah, like the bottom line is you simply just want to win the lane, you want to win hard, and yeah, you can just trade. You can just trade and you can just, you know, play aggressive with... They have a range support, so be careful level 1, because they could try to trade you. Level 1 Jarvan is not the strongest chicken in the world, gotta be honest. So you gotta be careful with that, but overall you should like win the lane and stomp. In terms of the runes, you go for a standard, that's fine. Let's see if you're starting to push. Some people start W on MF in some very specific lanes, but in 99% of the cases you start Q.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where, as AD carry, you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes, but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight, while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game, and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster. And they are not alone, they are part of a growing community over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth, this was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster. Once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Start hitting the minions for level 2. Don't push too fast because yeah, we don't want to get the wave into the tower. And from this point, let's see if you're going to use your Q. Jarvan can use his E for the poke, so you can always have follow-up Q. Let's see. Beautiful Q. You're on cooldown. Chilling a little bit, missing some farm. You push slightly too fast, as you can see here, because they are literally not in the lane. And we just like push. I mean, it wasn't only your kind of fault, but it was also like a bit of Jarvan like hitting a little bit too much. They weren't in the lane, so you don't need to hit more than twice the minions, because now, as you can see, you would like to have the wave in the middle.
We're gonna crash.
This is not that bad, really. Not that bad. Just if you see that they're leashing or doing some stupid things, which you should never leash in SoloQ, but that's another story, then you don't need to hit the minions like really that much.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen here. Are you gonna poke now? Are you gonna walk up on them? You can look to Q the minion through the minions. Like that, yes. Not bad. And now you can look to crush slowly. So we don't know where is Vi started. It's 218, so she's most likely on the third camp. So if she started blue, it's blue, Gromp, and she's here. If she started red, Krags, and she's here.
Yeah, we knew that she wasn't topside. We knew that because Ivern invaded.
Ah, okay, that's a very important information. So he invaded, then that means he started here. Which...
Yeah, so we knew that Vi was bot side. But,
yeah,
you know,
it's a little bit.
We didn't
iffy.
figure she'd be coming towards us.
Yeah, it's a little bit iffy because if Vi is a reasonable player like human, Fizz has a word here or anywhere, even here sometimes, and she knows that Wyvern did disinvade, and she's gonna split the map and go to the blue. So if this is a challenger game, MF will crush and actually go for the blue. This is not a challenger game, it's a piece low, whatever NA game. So it's not something that you can really think about. But yeah, I mean, she's most likely just gonna be on her camp because she doesn't really have... Okay, she has this word, interesting, and she still didn't go. Did she see? Okay, she's just a bad player, no problem. No problem. Okay, so let's focus on you. Obviously, you crush that wave. And after you crush that wave, do you ward? You should. Like, at this point, I mean...
So I think I'm going up for it now.
Because some people would actually be like, you need to use these minions, because they will just hit the minions in the tower, so you can poke them under the tower. But in this case, you can't, because Vi is 219, so if she really decided to go for blue, she could be there. She shouldn't be now bot, she should be bot like 240, like earliest, level 3. But let's see if you ward. So you go for some poke. I mean, this is not illegal. She's tanking the minions. Do you ward now? Okay, so you just don't ward. Yeah, because, like, look at your Ivern. Ivern is just... This is his jungle, basically, right? So, I mean, Vi is definitely here, or here, or here. I don't mind that you punish this motherfucker, because this is not legal. Like, police should just take him. Like, how can you just tank the minions? But at this exact point, I will be like, wait, why is he waking up like there is... Like, he's like drunk and he didn't like sleep for like 5 days. He's just... Maybe someone is here, you know? So I would be a bit paranoid. Oh, you weren't here, which...
I think the other thought that I had was that even if Vi is there, I don't think they could kill us. They could certainly get summoners, but
yeah, because
just kind of seeing Annie play so far back.
Yeah, if you're respecting anything, is she can just flash here, stun you, and then if they burn your flash or they get you to half HP, it's very, very bad, because then you're not going to be in a position where you can punish them. But again, this is not like a huge mistake, because also like this is, I would say, what is this MMR? What rank?
Silver 2.
Yeah, okay, this is what I call a
it's bottom of the barrel.
I would call this like a platinum to emerald mistake. If you're doing this in platinum to emerald, I flame the shit out. I flame you. But in silver is like, let's say we accept that. We will see later on you have silver mistakes, which means you're making mistakes that are just completely losing you the game. Which is not the case in this one. It's still a mistake, of course, what you did here, but it's not gonna matter here. My job here is to show you the mistakes that matter for your rank, because a lot of people will be able to see mistakes, but they will not be able to say exactly, hey, this is a silver mistake, and now you need to fix this specific one. So let's see. Okay, smolder stacking. Did you punish well? Yes. Did you manage your wave well? Yes. As you can see here, you're a little bit too scared. Like if I see Jarvan on this angle here, I'll try to stay with him.
Yeah, I thought that by doing that we'd end up tanking more minions if I didn't try to run back and let the wave.
Yeah, because you can just stay brush, or you can just stay right before this melee minion. Like now, you just stay behind the minion, and then, because now look. You see that? Yeah. You can literally stay here, right, and do the same thing. Because concept is you need to stay close around your Jarvan, because ideally perfect positioning in this, like if this is Hanasama or if this is like a decent AD carry, he stays here. Because if Jarvan goes in, you can follow it up. If Jarvan doesn't go in and just poke, you can just Q this minion and follow up the poke. But at the same time, if you sit in this brush and Jarvan gets caught, you can just run. So it's like you're safe if something happens and he gets caught, but you're also like able to follow Jarvan engage. Really, like see, you're just super disconnected here.
Yeah.
And let's see this North American support playing with no fingers. Let's see. EQ missed. Okay, let's see the auto attack. Remember. Jarvan attack deal an additional damage.
Yep.
8% current health. Physical damage this effect has 6 seconds. Let's see. Got the minion, boy. Minion. Yep. Okay, it's missed the auto attack. Boom. Auto Q by MF. Okay. Was it a good auto Q? Probably not, because you should open with Q always. Let's see. Like here, never auto Q. Q first, always. Why? Because you want to put Q is actually 7 seconds. You want to put your Q as soon as possible on cooldown. Because the faster you use the first Q, the faster the next Q comes.
Right. So, I think here my thought was try to hit auto Q auto and get the full combo thing.
Yeah, because if you do Q auto, it's still, because there are many cases where you woke up, you try to auto, and it's either you auto and she runs and you don't actually get to Q, or you Q and then she runs and you don't get to auto. So it's like, which one would you prefer?
Yeah.
Because the Q does more damage, right?
Sure.
So that's why you should always open with that. Okay. Are you gonna ward after this? I mean, okay, we see Vi here, but it is 320, so you should definitely ward now. Let's see. I hope you don't tunnel vision. Okay, you... yeah. Be careful. It's definitely... you not have a word. And yeah, okay, if Ivan follows up 350, you guys win. But again, I would definitely ward. Okay, at least you put it now. Okay, now you move. Very nice movement here. You didn't open with Q, you didn't E. Okay, you're not using your abilities. Open with E, now. Usually is 40% slow, 80 mana. That's a robbery. It's a lot. And it's not a lot of damage. Like 35 magic damage per second. Whoa, 35 magic damage. What? 80 mana? No. But in this specific case, I would open with E1. You have more range. 2, you have the slow. So you can angle it like this, something like this, because you know that she wants to get, or even something like this, because she either wants to get here or here, so she can Q over the wall / flash. So here, as you're approaching, you can immediately, like now you're already pretty late. You open with auto, which is very bad combo. Like when you play Xayah, you open W, Q, auto root, right? Or Q, auto root. You open with Q because you want to get your root. On MF, you want to get the maximum damage per second possible. You see that? Could have just get the Q instead of getting the auto attack. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is my lane, okay, this is my lane. Wait, but why don't you go bot immediately? Like after the kill. There is no reason for it to be mid, right?
I think there was another fight.
Because now there is no fight. Okay, you're thinking about this, but you should be thinking about your wave. This is like pretty deep. She will not really get anything here, as you can see. So you get mid and it actually not go bot. I mean, the bot wave is actually really good, right? Because it's pushing into you. So what does it mean?
It means we can farm safely.
We can farm safely. I mean, if you have decent
Probably
gold,
also need to check my gold at that
yeah,
point.
if you
too,
have
so
enough
I-
gold, you can recall, and by the time that you reach lane, it's so good, because the wave is gonna be on your side, since this is slow pushing into you. And I'm saying it's slow pushing because they have more minions, as you can see right here, but also this next current wave is meeting closer to their tower, which is gonna make the wave pushing into your tower. So if you commit to opening mid like this, then push the wave, because it's not in a good state.
I think it was more just like they were there and I was there, so I'll just take them.
Yeah, because they were there here.
I
as
knew
well.
Diana. I knew Diana was very far away. She wasn't gonna get them, so I was like, I'll just take them. They're mine now.
Okay, but just get everything if you just open
Yeah.
mid. Because
fair
this wave right here, it's good for who?
Well, that right there is good for their fizz.
For the Fizz to Glory,
But he-
yeah.
But he just died. I
He
just shot
died,
him.
but if you don't push this, he has enough time to come back to the lane. These
Yeah.
2 minions plus this 6 make 8 minions. 8
gonna
minions versus
push.
6, it's gonna push, but it's gonna stay here for a while, which means he can get all the minions. If you push this wave into the tower, he will miss all the minions. So if you really, like, personally, if I have BF Sword here, I insta-recall, because my wave bot is really good. Wave mid, Diana can fix it. There is no really fight. I mean, what fight? In the Nexus, you don't need, it's too far. So recall instantly and go to bot. But since you don't really have BF Sword, then you open mid, I don't mind. Okay, keep pushing. Take this. Let's see, would you have the item? I think you do. 120 gold. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you're gonna have like 1250 gold. So you could consider recalling or just defending bot if you think the wave crashes. Not the best in the world, like sequence. And so is this a mistake for silver? Probably still not. It's a bit concerning that it didn't word at all there, like, but
Okay.
I really love how you move to the Vi and you killed her. A bit concerning as well, and this is actually bad, it's how you play MF. Because with Xayah, you played a hard champ, but you knew how to play it, as in you kinda knew your combos. On MF, you're using your E now, which is reasonable, I guess, but now you just open with auto and you run away. You should open auto with your Q and then keep going right there.
So my question right there is, if I see that I'm about to drop minions, do I chase even though knowing like he doesn't have EQ anymore? I don't think we're going to get those kills. I think probably the reason I just walk back is to try to get the farm. Even because I don't think anything is going to come of that fight. I don't think we're going to actually get anything off of it, and I don't want to lose the minions.
But can you hit them?
Yeah.
So, okay, so you don't want to lose the minions. So 2 minions, okay. So you don't want to lose 14 gold plus 14 gold. Okay, I mean, that doesn't really look like a lot, to be honest with you, but minions, I mean,
Sure.
getting minions are, you know, just the default thing. So now let's kind of think like, okay, but what do we get if we go on them? Well, like, let's say you get like an auto and a Q. We're not going to say like a PTA stack and like, let's say, because he comboed already, you're pretty far. So let's say you go Q, which is 92 damage, and auto attack, which is pretty much like 50 damage, like 150 health. So now I need to ask you, if you drop this guy to this HP and you lose these 2 minions, is it worth? Or would you prefer her to be this HP? You take the 28 gold, but she's this HP.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the better option is always whatever leaves my enemy with less HP.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because the HP chunk is quite nice with MF against in this matchup. If they are a little bit more far, or if let's say you have no mana, let's say your Q is on like 7 seconds cooldown and this is a cannon that you're about to miss, you should not fight and just ignore the Jarvan, please. But in this case, I mean, 14 gold and you can just kind of pop the head of the smolder with some Q auto, then you can, like, because he's still in a fight, you E. This is good what you did. This is all good. I'm saying that you're just not opening with Q. Same mistake here. And then here you should keep going.
And also I will say this game is from... This is not one of my newer games. I know that.
Yeah.
This game I think was from maybe like 2 days after our last coaching session.
Yeah. Like here you should you should just go in. Like Annie has no stun. You Q auto Q and keep going. Okay, yeah, I mean, you're gonna lose this minute, but
Okay.
you're gonna chunker the shit out of her, and if she needs to recall, then she will lose all the minions. So yeah, in that case, you shouldn't like, hey, I'm gonna miss the minions. Like, yeah, minions are always default. I wanna get them, but it's like the same here, same thing here. It's like I'm gonna prioritize the minions, but when my motherfucker went in and we can get the kill, I mean, maybe you shouldn't really hit the minion. You see that? So it's like we need to make the difference between, hey, it's important to farm, and wait, I can chunk the shit out of these people or even kill them. Let's just leave this one minion or like two minions and try to go on them. But yeah, as a default, you should always prioritize the minions. Okay, BF. Collector?
Yeah, I think I went collector this game.
Okay. Which build do you go? Which variation of the build?
I typically go collector to IE to one of the pen items.
Collector to IE. Pen. Okay, did you see the build anywhere or just like...
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's not such a good build. So you have two variations that are the best. So the absolute basic one is the set number 1, which is Bloodthirster into Essence River into Infinity Edge.
Essence Reaver.
Yeah, because of the haste and mana and crit. Second variation is this. If you want to do damage with the ult. That's what you're doing?
Okay. No, instead of the BF, I swap it for collector. But if that's a better way to go, then...
Yeah, I would also personally try out this build. This is
the lethality one.
Yeah, the one specifically with the hubris is quite a thing.
Yeah.
It's quite a thing. I see he plays with Comet, which I haven't tried it, but I would say that is pretty good build, not gonna lie. I tried it, and I think even with First Strike, it's definitely good. But I mean, you can try to test them out and see how they are. Like set 1, set 2, set 3, see which one you like, and then maybe just try a variation with this, and then a variation with this.
I think my concern about going high lethality is that most of the games that I'm losing, especially at the end game, are ones with lots of tanks. The tanks have really just, blown a hole in my win rate. If I see a game that has like a Scion and a Mundo, I'm just like, I don't know how I'm gonna win this game.
Yeah, because the lethality is not like, this is a myth that lethality build doesn't do damage into tanks, because you're still gonna go like with this build. As you can see, it has pen, right?
Okay.
It is not the best for sure. Like if you can choose to go for this one and just get like Lord Dominic's third against tanks is better, but it's not that bad really. If you can, like here, if Jarvan ulti, Diana ulti, if you ulti on top of that, you just nuke them. That
was my strategy around this game, and actually I think there's one fight in the middle of the game where I think we pull that off beautifully, and then we get something from it, and then the rest of the game is just all downhill.
Yes.
I think that's probably about the time Smolder turns on and probably Aatrox.
Let's see. Here you can also like freeze. Like you can like pull the minions to the right and freeze. $5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list.
you're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.